Well, good morning, everyone. How is everyone on this fine Friday morning? Let's see if we can get this all set up here. All right, there we go. And there's Dave. Let's see here. There we go. All right, we got that up and running now. I think we're moving in the right direction. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning. What's happening all over in California?
Well, it's supposed to rain today. And let's see, what is the weather right now? Oh, yeah, it's a chilly 61 degrees.
We're spoiled over here. We're going to be 70 today.
Oh, wow. Excellent.
Yeah.
Do we know? I know Alex is iffy at this point, but do we know if James? Oh, wait, there he is. I think I see him.
James. Yep, James is here.
There we go. Okay. Oh, so you're riding today?
Oh, yeah. Chilling.
What's
Another
that?
day of chilling. Another day of chilling.
Oh, good morning, James.
Morning.
How goes it, brother?
It's good to be home.
Oh, you got home. Good. Thank goodness. Okay. Excellent news. All right. So let me say some good mornings before we jump in here. And let's see who we have with us today. So we have Sherry is here from East Tennessee. Good morning, Sherry. Lee is here. Good morning, Lee. Christy B from Hayesville, Kansas. PJ Party Peggy is here. Brian, good morning, afternoon, folks. Sorry I missed yesterday. Well, you should be sorry, young man. Just kidding. Glad you're here today. Pure Blood Holly Johns is here. Good morning, Holly. Jan Levenbean, Grandma. Friday, yay. Exactly. Teresa Ann is here. Mary Lee's Brown. Brian's laughing at me getting chilly at 61 degrees. Yeah, I know. Ooh, nice headphones. Thank you, Benji. Oh, it's Ben. Big Ben. Benji 1959 is here. Tanya Moonsheiber. Joy is here. Deb S. from Central Massachusetts. Lisa Piquel. Good morning, Lisa. And let's see, we have Bonnie Darling over on Facebook. She said it's 60 degrees in Colorado, which is warm to us. Yeah, I know Colorado weather. I lived there for 8 years. I was up in Grand County, Winter Park for 4 years, and then Highlands Ranch for another 4 years. So believe me, I get the whole Denver weather thing. Robert McCarskey's here on YouTube. Good morning, Robert. June 2024, Rick Sr., good morning, all. Nut is here. TGIF to you as well. Kathleen Garcia, good morning, Kathleen. All right, so Alex may or may not join us at some point, everyone. So I am going to be doing indices today. And as you know, it can be a little bit of a squirrel here. So as I've got them all pulled up, but I have to refresh each screen. So bear with me as we go forward here. So the Dow Jones is down 142 points. The S&P 500 is up 27 points. The NASDAQ is up 150 points, 154 points, excuse me. And let's see here. We have gold. Oh, wait, wrong screen. Stand by. There we go. Cryptocurrencies. We have Bitcoin up 0.28% at 96,964. Ethereum at 3,233. XRP at 2.33. And it looks like it's kind of a mixed bag in cryptos today. Some are up, some are down. But overall, I think we've had a pretty tough week. But I am confident that it's going to get better. Now let's look over at gold and silver prices. Gold is down $62.80 at $4,127. It looks like John Gwynn's bet is safe at this point. Silver is at $51.66 and platinum is at $15.78.60. All right, let's see now. Crude oil prices. Crude oil is at $60.07, $1.43 up on the day. All right, so we got the indices out of the way here. Let me get my screen set back up so I can get into. There we go. Okay, let's see. Mary Lee Brown said upstate New York is 39 degrees. No, thank you. Hard pass on that. Kevin Kiesler's here. Beaver from Colorado Springs. Good morning, Beaver. And there she is, the star of the show, Lisa Maria. Good morning, Lisa. Kissing Bandit and Lipstick is here. Good morning, Bandit. Wendy from Memphis. Good morning, Wendy. No Alex today. Well, he may pop in. As you all know, his mom is having a tough time. And Alex, being the phenomenal son that he is I'm sure taking care of her. So prayers for Alex's mom and for Alex's entire family, please. It's needed at this point. Teresa Ann is here. Charlie, good morning, Charlie. Cindy Hayden, 59. Andrea Lynn, 81. Hitesh is here. Good morning, Hitesh. And so we will have an abbreviated show today. We will not be having Dr. Glidden today. He's out of the country. He texted me this morning and said he's got spotty coverage, so he won't be able to join us. But keep in mind, go to my website, samshalhoub.com, click on Dr. Glidden's button in the upper right-hand corner. It'll take you to his webpage. You'll see a picture of me in a banner. You can sign up for the special event with Dr. Glidden and all of us on November 29th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So my website, Dr. Glidden's button, register on his site. It's going to be lit. I'm sure everybody's going to enjoy it. And we just might have a special guest or two. All right, let's see here. Lamb, your Huckleberry. Oh, I am your Huckleberry is here. Good morning, Huckleberry. Boy, I get it wrong sometimes, don't I? I'm married to Bob is here. Jan Lovin being grandma said, I've already registered. Excellent job, Jan. Excellent job. Tracy Fagan is here. Andrea Lynn said she's already registered as well. Excellent. Yeah, I don't get a running tally of who's registering, but just make sure that you are registered. You'll get an email confirmation, and then you'll be all set for November 29th. All right, let's see here. Dave, do you have time for a report today?
Yes, sir. Good morning here in eastern Iowa. Balmy 70 degrees, so no complaints here for November.
Rub it in, Dave, why don't you?
I know, next couple days, cooling down on Sunday, but today's futures on corn is even across the board. Soybeans are kind of showing the same, and wheat showing the same, so kind of sitting idle. Waiting on a WASNI report today on crop yield, updated crop yield, and stock report today, I believe, it's either 11 or 1 o'clock today. So that's going to be make a big difference. I think they ought to drop the yield, what they're predicting on the corn at least. So we'll see how that shakes out. Feeder cattle is down 0.5%, and hogs are up 1% across the board. Big concern on the grain side of it is China is not purchasing any more than 5 shiploads, and a lot of people are starting to speculate if they don't get that done before January. They'll be buying Argentina stuff. So as of yesterday, we were $1.39 more expensive than Argentina. So we'll see what Trump does about that, but he's not going to stand for it if China don't start buying.
Yep, 100% I agree. And again, I see a lot of doom and gloomers, a lot of black pillars in so many different platforms. Give him time to cook. Oh, wow, look at that. Mary Louise Brown with the race cars. Wow, that was cool. Give him time to cook. It's going to take time to turn this around. And I think as we're going through this process, things are getting, how would I put it, are getting highlighted and singled out so they can be dealt with, just like with the government shutdown. We don't know what's happening behind the scenes, and we either have to support President Trump or not. And I choose to support him. Now, that doesn't mean I agree with everything he does or says, but overall, yes, I support President Trump. I don't know who the heck President Brown is, but President Trump. At least that's my position on it. Charlie, thank you for the autumn leaves. That's what Ed Martini time. Thank you for the TGIF. It kind of threw me off there. I completely lost my train of thought. All right, James. And a rose from Charlie. How sweet. James, you ready for a military report there, sir?
Yes, I am. It's actually quite a statement today. Pay attention to the last 2 sentences. As of today, Secretary of War got to remember that, war. Pete Hegseth said that the United States military is expanding our anti-drug campaign in the Caribbean, and it has a new name. The operation is now called Operation Southern Spear. This new designation underscores the growing scale and long-term nature of the mission. The operation includes a dozen Navy warships and about 12,000 sailors and Marines in the area. The USS Gerald Ford carrier group has started what defense experts call the shot clock. President Trump has two choices: take military action against Venezuela or retreat. Either decision will have geopolitical consequences. This message is to the people from the world, from the United States. The mission defends our homeland, removes narco-terrorists from the hemisphere, and secures our homeland from drugs that are unaliving our people and or hurting them. The Western Hemisphere is America's neighborhood, and we will protect it at all costs.
Wow. Wow. Heavy words, James. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know how any other country in the world could not take President Trump seriously, and Pete Hegseth and Tom Homan and the whole band and Kristi Noem and everybody else. I mean, my gosh, they are not playing around. And I, for one, am glad to see it. All right, let's see. Who else is piling in here? Oh, boy. Boy, it's moving so fast. Martin's WB is here. Good morning, Martin. Charlie said hugs to Alex. Amen. Amen, Charlie. Thank you. Chris Romano is here. Lynette Ranley said, good morning, everyone. Have a good weekend to all. How sweet. Same to you, Lynette. Same to you. Cowie Bixby's here. Pure Blood Holly Jones said, I love that one. I know, man. They're throwing some really cool gifts out today. Thank you. Rick Sr. said, I just registered. Excellent, Rick. We'll see you on the November 29th special. Charlie said, James looks good with the stash. Yes, he does. It's his 70s porn look, I think is what it is. Right, James?
God, you didn't have to go there.
Couldn't help it. You're back home now. We got to give you a little ration. Magic is here. Good morning, Magic. Kelly Thurman, too, is here. Good morning. Chemtrails in the sky today. Ooh, where's that at, Kelly? Mama Bear is here. She said, good morning, Sam. I'm at the salon. I can only listen. Well, okay. Well, we're just glad you're with us, Mama Bear. Donna Fox is here. She said, good morning, afternoon to all. Hugs and prayers for Alex and his family. How sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you. Kathleen Paschke is here over on Facebook, and Layson Steele over on YouTube. Good morning, all. Glad you can make it. All right, let's see here. Let's jump into some stories. First up, and we're going right to you, James. What was that for? Oh, I'm telling you, we might have to have an intervention with Dave. Dave has discovered this new software. Is it CapCut, Dave?
Yeah.
So he's discovered this new software, and he is just making meme after meme after meme and videos. And if you haven't seen the video he made of me with Iron Man, you need to go to my Instagram channel and take a look, because it is a crack up. And there's James with Saddam Hussein. Actually, James isn't
no,
Middle Eastern.
Saddam Hussein. That's Walter Matthau.
Oh, that's Walter Matthau?
Saddam
I thought it was
Hussein.
Saddam Hussein. Oh, my mistake.
He was a little tanner than Walter.
You all look alike to me. Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, let's see here. Oh, Brian, of course, with the squirrels in the chat. Exactly. Kathleen Paschke is laughing over on Facebook, too. She said, cool Iron Man, Dave. Exactly. All right, so let's go to our first story. James, we're going to you first. The first spot XRP ETF began trading in the U.S. Now, we're seeing a downturn in the crypto market, and we have for some time. What do you make of this? I would have thought it would have been the opposite.
Well, Sam, I think what a lot of people are anticipating is the 22nd of November. That's the date we've been given. Everybody says the slingshot, the rocket, the moon bags is all going to take off on the 22nd. I, for one, hope so. Dave and I were comparing notes this morning about where crypto's at and what we're involved in, and it's a bedwetter at best.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that the truth?
To wake up and pull into crypto and see where it's going. You're not a loser until you sell. So don't sell it. Just wait it out. It'll come back.
And again, James, this is not a sprint. It's a marathon. And it's just going to take time. And I do believe there's going to be a switch that's flipped. Now, when that's going to happen and to what degree, I don't know, but I firmly believe that. Dave, what are your takes on it?
Yeah, it's interesting on it's surprising me in the last couple of days, for sure. XRP stable, Bitcoin stable, a few of the other stuff's off the charts. So, the leaders are those two across the board. So we'll see how it shakes out here.
Right, 100%. I agree. All right, so let's see. I Speak 1717 said, Dave's been in that field too long. I know, right? We got to get something to get Dave's attention off of CapCut. Actually, I really like it. I love some of the stuff he's doing. It's so cool. All right. Tina Kelly said, let's go XRP. Exactly. I Speak 1717 said 600 plus silver. I wouldn't be surprised when they revalue gold and silver. What's gold going to be at 10,000, 20,000, 50,000? Silver 100, 200, 500? Who knows? But I think we're quickly approaching that time. Hey, Martini time. Good morning, Martini time.
Well, Sam, a lot of the creators in the XRP world are saying that this is the final shakeout. Dave and I got involved in a United States crypto reserve currency on Coinbase. We bought into it, and then they took it off, and you can't buy it. You can only sell it. So I think that.
Which one was that, James?
United States Crypto Reserve, spelled out.
Okay. So
I jumped in it, Dave jumped in it, and all of a sudden now you can't buy it anymore. So I think that may be the case with a lot of them. But according to some of the crypto guys out there, the creators, they talk about this final shakeout. So they're trying to get as much back as they can from everybody, because they've talked about making XRP the strategic reserve, and they're trying to gather as much as they possibly can. I think I think that XRP is going to replace Bitcoin, because Bitcoin stands for beta test coin. XRP has a purpose and it has a utility, and it's going to move money quickly across the country and for everyone, for every country. So as we go forward, we'll see XRP drop. I've seen it drop $7,000 in the last 3 or 4 days. But XRP, they're shaking it out. They're trying to get everybody scared to sell and sell it all and get back as much as they can. And I, for one, I'm holding on.
Yeah, you and me both. It's like I said, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And look who we have creeping over on YouTube. It's Alex. He said, "Grumpy old men." Yeah. I don't want to hear it. Grumpy old men. We're not grumpy. We might be old men, but we're not grumpy. All right, let's move on. So Paramount Studios and Skydance are cutting 1,600 more jobs after 600 employees quit in order to avoid returning to work in the office. And then on top of that, you have, oh boy, there's a little, bear with me here, everybody. I don't know what the heck happened here, but anyway, so Paramount is pruning back. We know Walmart is pruning back. We know most major corporations are pruning back. Is this the slingshot as we move forward, or are we going to see an even lower bottom? Dave, what do you think?
Well, that's what they said. They're trying to save $3 billion, and they're shifting their strategy focus, including a renewed investment in streaming services and film production slates. So they're tightening their belts up a little bit, just like they should, cutting the fat off across the board.
Right. James?
Well, it's not surprising. I, for one, don't watch as much television now as I used to. Actors that that have been out there. Some of them have gotten nice.
Yeah, that was cool.
Some of them have gotten arrested. It's shedding some bad light on Hollywood. It doesn't really matter to me what they do. If they lay them all off, I don't care.
Right. Well, and what we're
There's only one real actor in the world, in my opinion, and that's Clint Eastwood and John Wayne.
Oh, my dad was a big John Wayne fan. Oh my God. Yeah, that was all time. But again, I have a lot of friends in the entertainment industry, and I'm seeing the move away from these studios that have been in place for decades, and they're moving into studios that are not adhering to the woke mentality and ideology. That's the crowd. That's the 75% of the country that what they want to see. So let them continue with their woke crap. Let Disney continue with, because they're just dropping their bottom lines every single day. All right, so moving on. California, my state, canceled 17,000 California driver's licenses following a federal audit. Newsom issued licenses to, quote, dangerous foreign drivers, according to the Trump administration. Now, the driver's license is one, but 17,000? Is there a signal here, James?
Sam, there's one key word that you're missing in this, and I'm glad to share it or bring it to light. It's commercial driver's licenses.
Great.
And this all started with one driver making a U-turn in Florida on a toll road and unaliving two people. And that started an audit for the state. And that's actually caught fire, and it's going all over the country. So the expiration dates of these drivers went beyond their so-called stay in the United States. So they basically got issued commercial driver's licenses from a paper mill.
Right. So, hey, Richard Presente's here over on YouTube. Good morning, Richard. David Barber said, everybody behave. This station is being monitored. Well, we know that that's true. It absolutely is. Richard Presente said, I quit TV completely. Yeah, well, I like watching movies, and I have a whole library of, movies I've stored, and I like that. But I am all for these things getting shaken out. Dave, any comment?
Yeah, it's interesting. The reason why they're doing it is because the United States Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy did the nationwide deal, and if they don't follow suit and they don't take care of the problem, money starts to get cut. So you see how fast money relates to being responsible, and that's the key.
Exactly. Andrea Lynn 81 said Walmart's CEO is stepping down in January. Yes, I did see that, and apparently he's been in that position for a long time. So I think that's another interesting point there. 17 WWG 1 WGA.free grand rising to you as well. Anteater Peter is here. Hey, JMCSJ, good morning. Alex is posting in the background. He said, I've seen a lot of commercials from Swift looking to train more drivers.
James,
he may not be.
James, there's an opportunity, James.
There you go.
Go
Exactly. Layson Steele over on YouTube said that regular TV shows are too liberal. I agree. People don't want to see it, and they're voting with their pocketbook, and they're making their point known with their pocketbook. 100%, I agree, Lace. Let's see here. Valerie James just got here. She said, I lost track of time. Hi, all. Well, we're just glad you made it, Valerie. All right, let's see here. Let's move on. Oh, before I forget, we are going to do a subscriber-only live. So this show, the regular show, will be a little shorter today. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscription button now so you can join us. You can come on screen with us. And then also, if you already have a subscription, you have to go in and become a super fan. It doesn't cost any more. You just have to do that in order for TikTok to recognize that you're a subscriber. I don't know why they did that, but for whatever reason they did. So if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. If you are a subscriber, make sure you're a super fan. All right. So let's move on here. The Kobayashi letter, who I think are very sharp people over there, we're talking about the government shutdown and the final statistics. They said number one was 5 million airline passengers delayed or canceled. Number two, $619 billion in new federal debt. Number three, federal statistical system is permanently damaged. Number 4, October jobs and inflation data may never be released. Number 5, 43 days of economic data are currently delayed. And number 6, 750,000 federal workers are furloughed. Now, that is just until January of next year. And then we have to start the whole process over again. James, what do you make of it?
You know, the one thing is our nation is still free. We're still protected by the U.S. military. That's the most important part.
Right, 100%.
750,000 furloughed. They're just cutting the pork. They're cutting the fat off the pork. And as far as delays, all that data is recoverable. In this report that these people make, they might be on the spot about a few things, but why do they only point out the negative and not the positive?
Right. Dave, what are your thoughts?
Dave?
Yep. No, I agree. It's in my opinion, the less government, the better. So if they're shut down, that's a positive thing across the board because they only mess up everything they touch, including the healthcare.
Right, exactly. Kelly Thurman too said, "I'm making salsa verde currently. Yummy." Okay, Kelly, you can't just come and throw that out there. You need to send some to California, care of Sam Shalhoub, and I'll be the judge of whether it's yummy or not, young lady. Sassy Minnesota girl's here. She said, "How long before health insurance cost is fixed? I can't afford paying double." I agree. Now, I think that has a lot to do with the subsidies that the insurance companies were getting that's going on. Oh, nice little guitar there that are going away. So I can't tell you when it's going to happen, but I'm convinced that the groundwork is being laid. President Trump wouldn't be highlighting these things unless he's going to deal with them. And what do you think, James?
Oh yeah, he's addressed it. He's addressed it more than once, so you know it's on his plate. And when President Trump brings something to light, he always follows through.
Right. Oh, and the other thing I was going to say when we were talking about Paramount laying off those people, Verizon is going to get rid of 15,000 positions as well. Verizon. Does that mean, is it AI? Is it just a downturn in the economy? I don't know what to make of it. James?
Well, their biggest problem is they have rising competition, cutting 15% of its workforce, and this is a big deal. 180 corporate stores are switching over to be franchised operations.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's a big deal. And when you have the new iPhones coming out, and you have companies like AT&T, they're luring me away. I'll cite exactly what happened. I've been a business customer with Verizon for 26 years, and to talk to somebody is next to impossible. It used to be I could place my order and I would have it the next day, turn it on, pair it up, done. Now I can't do anything. Remember when I told you I was buying the i17 Pro?
Yeah.
Couldn't do it with Verizon.
Why?
They said my iPhones were fine. I have 4 devices, and I finally went to AT&T. Said, "Hey, I want a new iPhone." No problem. We'll set you up. So they did.
So you switched?
They gave me a code. I am in the process of switching. Yes.
Wow.
They gave me a code that I need to call Verizon, and you can be on the phone for 2 hours with Verizon and not get anything done. It's like chasing your tail. So I am going to leave Verizon permanently and go to AT&T.
Yeah.
Nice wings.
I'm with T-Mobile, and they really go out of their way to make sure that everything's taken care of. I've not had one problem with them in years. So I don't blame you, Lee. I was with Verizon years ago for many years, and I finally had said I'm done with them, and I moved on. Hey, John Gwynn's here. Good morning, John. Glad you could make it, brother. Melissa Finner said AT&T is much better to work with.
They are.
Yeah, exactly. 17 said, do you do the senior discount, Sam? It's only $30 a month for unlimited. Yeah, I actually have, but it's more than $30. I think I pay $55 per line, but it's all included and it's max everything. So yeah, but I do have that. Yes. All right, let's see here. David Barber said, we have a foothold. We've gained some ground on common sense. We will not lose it. 100%. I agree. I think a part of this process overall, as I've said many times, is waking the public up. So many people have no idea. Now, everybody in this community is very well versed and very well read. So I'm not talking to you, but I'm saying the majority of the population out there, they have to be woken up from a very deep sleep. They've been programmed and toxified and had malnutrition to the point that they can't even think properly. So it's going to take time for that to turn around, at least in my opinion. Lynn Brooks said, I switched from Verizon after 10 years to T-Mobile, cheaper and very satisfied. Yeah, same with me. I switched years ago, and I have not had one issue with T-Mobile that I can honestly say I've had any issue with. Let's see. Oh, shoot, it's sponsor time. All right, so Mike Lindell, as you all know, Mike's fighting for the integrity of America. If you need anything that he has to offer, bed sheets, pillows, slippers, you name it, go to and get them from Mike. MyPillow.com. Use the discount code SAM. Secondly, Neil Naturopathic. Chemical-free, toxin-free hair care products. Go to neilnaturopathic.com. Use the discount code SAM20. That's SAM20. And you'll get 20% off your order. And then Dr. Peter Glidden. Dr. Glidden, as you know, is normally here on Fridays, but he's out of the country this week. I think he'll be back by next week. But in the meantime, go to my website, samshalhoub.com. In the upper right-hand corner, you'll see Dr. Glidden's name. Click on that button. That'll take you to his website. There is a place, you'll see my picture on there, where you can register for our special event with Dr. Glidden on November 29th at 10 a.m. Go to my website, click on Dr. Glidden's button, go to his website, and register for that event. Now, I know a lot of people already have. I don't know the numbers because Doc's out of town, but I know he did say there's a lot of people registering. So make sure you get in there and register for that special event. And then, as you all know, Alex isn't here with us today, but he has written a book on meditation. And I own the book. I've read it multiple times. Alex was kind enough to spend quite a bit of time on the phone with me going over it. If you go to Amazon.com and you click on and you search for Alex Ramer, R-A-M-E-R, you'll find his meditation book. I would encourage everyone to go and buy that book and read it. And he's also generously offered that whoever buys the book, he will donate 1 hour of his time to walk you through the process. It's something you don't want to miss on. Go to Amazon.com, look for Alex Ramer, and get his book. You'll be glad that you did. All right, let's see here now. Next story we have is, according to Zero Hedge, subprime auto delinquencies are the worst in over 30 years. Some individual loans reached nearly predatory levels of above 30%. Dave, what do you make of that?
Well, it's getting tough out there on everything right now. You know, all this extra price on electricity, everything. It's getting tight. We'll see how it turns around here at the end of this year, I believe.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how quick it's going to turn around, but it's coming. I just don't know when. James, what are your thoughts?
Well, some people don't know what subprime auto loans are, Sam. It's basically for people that are below 670 in a credit score. Usually what they do is they raise the interest rate so they can capture more money from the people that have a smaller credit score. It's the worst in 30 years. And the people that are behind on their car payments are 60 days or more, and repos are highest it's been since 2008. So if you want to get a good job, buy a tow truck.
There you go. Exactly. Sassy Minnesota girl said, I drive an old junker, but it's paid for. Hey, Sassy, I do that. My car's 5 years old, but it's paid for. I don't have to worry about that. And plus, with the insurance going up every flipping year, which is ridiculous. I have no tickets, no accidents. I haven't had one in 30 years. And it still goes up every month for a car that's getting older every year. Doesn't make any sense. Dave, what do you make of it?
It's just tight. Well, like I said, insurance, food prices, your electric bills. Mine was $1,300 last month, so it's not cheap for anybody out there.
Right. And I don't understand. President Trump is always talking about prices being lowered, and I have to disagree with him on a couple of things. Like I said, I disagree with President Trump at times on certain issues. Overall, I support him, of course, 100%. But prices have not gone down very much. Maybe we've had some drops in gas, but energy and food has got to be dealt with. And I'm sure he is. But, again, it's going to take time for this to turn around. James?
Sam, one of the things that the insurance companies do is they use statistics. So, like for my business insurance here for my truck, I'm based out of Minnesota. I pay about 10 grand a year for that insurance policy, and it's a big policy. But if I decide to relocate to Florida and continue operations in the trucking industry, my insurance would double.
Wow.
Just because the statistics in Georgia and Florida, there's more accidents per capita, and that's what they're using against us. And I don't agree with it.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. We have to deal with the insurance companies. That's where a lot of this is coming from. Earl Shannon's here over on YouTube. He said, "Good morning, guys, from the Smoky Hills of Minnesota." Are you anywhere near there, James?
Smoky Hills of Minnesota?
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure where the Smoky Hills are, but
Okay.
I'm about an hour east of Fargo is where I.
Got you. June 2024 said, "I have to agree. I had a fight with my insurance company because my insurance went up." I agree. I don't know why mine goes. Sure, if my car's getting older every year, and I haven't had any accidents or tickets or anything else, why is it continuing to go up? It's a sign of, in my opinion, the insurance companies. The insurance companies were brought in decades ago through lobbyists in Congress, and they passed all these laws so that they can basically tax us, via insurance companies. Dave, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, you're making money. You're paying for the uninsured and across the board on health, car, everything else is what's happening. You're footing the bill.
Yep, exactly. 100%. All right, so moving on. According to CBS News, top officials present President Trump with military options for Venezuela in the coming days. Now, here's what I find interesting, James. President Trump has said many times, we don't telegraph our punches. We're not going to tell you what we're going to do. Yet they're talking about Venezuela out front all the time in your face. What do you make of it?
Well, we didn't put the USS Gerald R. Ford carrier strike group in that region for nothing. He has two choices, and he's using the narco terrorists. He says he's going to remove them from the hemisphere. You know what that option is, Sam? Fire the shot.
Yeah, exactly. Dave?
Yeah, I don't know if that's all it. It just seems that obviously it's important to take out because they are unaliving many Americans with what they're sending over on those boats. So I don't know if it's all that though. Is there more Chinese influence on kind of like Bay of Pigs stuff going on? I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. Exactly.
It's what's below the ground, Sam. We talked about it the other day. They
Right.
have some not premium oil, but they have a shitload of it, and I think that's going to be the prize at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, it could very well be. Earl Shannon said that he's in East Detroit Lakes.
Oh yeah, he's just north of me a little ways. Good fishing up there.
Oh, okay, cool. Right on. All right, so let's move on. All right, this is one. It's kind of good that Alex isn't here today because I'm sure we'd be dropping down some serious rabbit holes. But the 3I Atlas recently survived a scorching flyby of the sun completely intact. Something no natural comet should be able to do. Now, is it a spaceship? Is it a naturally occurring object? I have no idea at this point, but I do know that they are putting the narrative out about it constantly, at least every week, if not every day. And it's been going on for months. Dave, what do you make of it?
Well, I don't know what it takes and if they do survive or what happens when it goes by the sun. I know that interview with Elon Musk talked about it, and they talked about how high a nickel is detected in this comet or whatever this is, and he goes, yeah, that's not unusual. He goes, the sources on Earth, a lot of them are from old world comets or asteroids that hit because they're full of nickel. And that was interesting. I didn't realize that's where you find nickel, majority of the nickel around the world. About the rest, apparently it's leaving our solar system too at this point.
Right.
So it didn't stop. And then James would probably be the first one they took anyway. So, and he's still
Right.
here.
Exactly. James?
So a lot of people don't know what you're talking about, Sam. So for everybody that doesn't know, a 3I Atlas is a comet, and it's the third known interstellar object to enter our solar system detected in 2025. It's a visitor from another star system traveling at a high speed and posing no threat to the Earth. Astronomers are studying it to learn about the composition and formation of objects in other solar systems, and it's a rare opportunity to observe as a visitor to our sun. Some of the key things about it is it's an interstellar object, meaning it originated from outside our solar system. And I figures Alex would join for this. Its speed is traveling at a very high rate at 210,000 kilometers an hour or 130,000 miles an hour.
Wow. James.
Its size is to be estimated a few hundred meters to a few kilometers across. So it's an interesting thing.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. I'm so glad you're back at home, James. You are on top of it when it comes to every story. I'm just so impressed. Well, look who decided to join us. Good morning, Alex.
Morning, gentlemen.
Lions, not sheep. Boy, do I like that. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So are things settling down over there? No. Okay, that's what I figured. Yeah. You've had many, many people saying they're praying for you and your family and your mom in the chat today.
I've been monitoring the chat, so
okay.
Thank you all.
Yep. Yeah, of course. John Gwynn said my video froze 5 minutes ago. I don't know what happened. I mean, I think it seems to be working everywhere, John. Maybe go out and come back in. I'm not sure why it would do that. All right. So, Alex, any comment on 3I Atlas?
Well, lots of interesting things. It's broken apart. It shows some evidence that it actually slowed after slingshotting around the sun. Interesting. You really have to be careful with this whole 3I Atlas story because there are so many people out there that, oh, the fog is going to kill us. But, I'm also not, it's not lost on me that, Project Bluebeam and things that they would have us believe. It just goes back to show we don't know. We think we're an arrogant species that believe we know a whole lot when the reality is we really just don't know. So as new events happen, we learn more, right? That's what this life is about, is learning. Interesting tidbit on the space news front. The original Voyager satellite that we put out into space, after 50 plus years, yesterday hit 1 day at light speed away.
Wow. You know what's interesting? My uncle Jim worked for JPL for decades, and he's passed on now. But he used to bring these photos from JPL of all of these different projects that they had, stuff that the average population wouldn't see. And that thing happened, I don't even know how long ago. I mean, it's decades, right?
Voyager, I want to say it was in the 50s when we put it out. It has a gold record, which is a time capsule. But yeah, we talk about light years all the time. If you could travel at the speed of light in 1 year, how far away would you be? Well, at the speed of light, Voyager just reached 1 day away.
Yeah. Wow. It just begs the
question. So is that still in operation too, Alex?
It takes 24 hours for us to send it a signal and 24 hours for it to send a signal back. So it is.
I want those people to work on my iPhone battery because I can't get the last 3 hours.
Well, it's estimated that it will exit the Milky Way galaxy in something like 40 million years.
Oh, nice.
I'll wait patiently.
John Gwynn said, Adrian Barbeau loves the fog. I don't get it, John. What's that supposed to mean? Have you been drinking this morning, John? Is that what's happening? Uh-huh. We're on to you, brother. Special K765 said 1977 is when the Voyager was launched. Wow, thanks, Special K. Yeah, I didn't realize it. Yeah, it's a long flipping time, right? All right, let's move on. According to leading report, talk about justice coming. Representative Eric Swalwell referred to the DOJ for potential criminal mortgage fraud and tax fraud by Bill Pulte. Now, we've seen this with Letitia James. We've seen this with how many different people? Is this the attack vector that they're going to go after the nefarious players with? What do you think, Alex?
I mean, crime is crime, fraud is fraud, and I don't care where they start as long as they start.
Yeah. Well, and I think we're well ahead of the game. I just don't think we're seeing it all. Oh, John Glynn said she was in the movie The Fog. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I had no idea. James, what are your thoughts on Swalwell?
Adrian Barbeau is hot.
Yeah, she was.
Anyway.
I'll tell you that.
Not as hot as Bo Derek.
I don't know, man. Two different types. I would have to. I'd have to think about that one.
The movie 10 definitely skewed a lot of things, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Dave?
Wait a second now. Wait a
Oh.
second. So in a referral, and as we're going after these people, like Letitia James, claiming that her place in New York was her primary, but yet when she filled the paperwork out in Atlanta, it was her primary. So where her tax benefits are, she's basically stealing from the taxpayer. So if you're being referred, that means they have enough dirt to prosecute. It's not kayfabe. It's not just BS. It's the real McCoy. So if you're being referred, they got enough dirt on you to cuff you and stuff you.
Yeah, exactly. Cuff them and stuff them. Love it. Dave?
Yep, it's the first step of bringing stuff to light, and as they dust it off, they'll see lots more on a lot of those people.
Yeah. James, John Glynn said, you got that right, James. You must be agreeing with you with the whole Derek, what's her name? Oh, God, I just drew a blank. One that Alex just said.
Adrian Barbeau.
Bo Derek. Yeah. Yeah, I like that Adrian Barbeau deal. That's working for me. All right.
Currently in the United States, there are anywhere from 10 to 15 senators or congressmen that have charges against them. U.S. Rep. LaMonica McClever, Democrat from New Jersey, charged with assault related to a 2025 incident with ICE. R.J. May, Republican, indicted for suspended for possession of child stuff. Cecil Brockman, Democrat, North Carolina, charged with X crimes involving little ones. Several Senate legislators charged with DUI. I think that's pretty common with them. A bunch of drunks. State rep. Let's see. Others included in indictments. Candidates for local offices. It goes on, but there's one Republican out of the 15 Ds. What does that say?
Yeah, exactly. Speaks volumes. Right. Hey, LSC.3 is here, and Christy McBride. Welcome in, everybody.
Guys, things that surprise me on what the news covers, they're worried about a meteor in the sky that's not going to do a damn thing to us. Worried about it's a spaceship. And they rescue 100 kids in Memphis, and hardly anybody reports it.
Exactly.
Well, the 300. So Allie brought this up. The 300 kids in the desert in Las Vegas. You guys heard about that? So it started with a couple that found a backpack and some belongings, and they took it to the sheriff's department. And the sheriff's department was like, "Oh, dismissed it. This, that, and the other. We can't. It's not our jurisdiction. It's not this. It's not that." And this couple didn't give up. They kept pushing and pushing and pushing. 300 bodies of children in the desert of Nevada. Why is that not national freaking news?
On every
that
station.
Alone, exactly. And that alone tells you who's protecting who and where the criminals are at.
100%. Mohammed Razik Kosafaret, I'm sure I butchered that, over on YouTube, posted something in Arabic. Yes, I am Lebanese, but I have no idea what that means. Mohammed. So maybe you could translate it into English. Not really sure.
And James can decipher that.
Yeah, exactly.
I can translate. Bob.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
My
All
name
right.
is
Does
Bob.
that stand for battery operated boyfriend? Is that what that means?
Oh God, Lisa, we got a new one for the interstateisms. Bob is battery operated boyfriend.
I'm
Holy
rethinking
cannoli.
my decision to join today.
Yeah, exactly. You're having signal trouble, Alex? Can't blame you. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Dukan said, "Who's taking these kids?" Very good question. Jan Lovin being grandma said she followed that story. It's a wild world. Isn't that the truth? 100%. But I'll tell you, there are people like Agape Rescues Children who are working to help those kids. And there's a whole lot of those foundations. In fact, if you haven't gone and followed Stacy over at Agape Rescues Children, go do it at agaperescueschildren.org. Sign up for their newsletter, give them some donations. They're doing good work. So I would encourage everyone to do that. All right, so let's see here. Okay, I don't know what the heck's going on over there on YouTube. So President Trump's planning to surge the Border Patrol assets into Charlotte, North Carolina to conduct a large-scale immigration operation. James, what do you think?
Well, they're just making that optical right now, but it's everywhere. It's not just North Carolina, it's everywhere. But they're giving them a heads up. What are they going to do? Flee to the border and get caught on the major interstates? One way or another, they're going down.
And in my opinion, it already happened. They wouldn't be telegraphing their punches if they were just going in there now. It's already happened, and now they're bringing it out to the public. Dave, any thoughts?
Yeah, it's happened in a lot of cities. There's no doubt about that. Lots of stuff out there from the truckers to Home Depots. They're cleaning house.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and it's really interesting. The Home Depot over by me, there used to be dozens of guys out there in the parking lot. There's none, zero, not one. And again, if they're here legally, that's a whole different story. But if not, then it needs to be dealt with. Martin's WB said the Charlotte area is loaded with illegals. Michelle H said Houston seems a lot less crowded over the last several months. Yeah. Hey, Joe Buckwheat 2's here. Hey, Joe. Yeah. So, all right. Well, you guys, let's see. We're going to try. Let's see if we can move to the subscriber only live without having to end it again. I did some playing around, and let's see if nope, still not working. God, that is so frustrating.
And Sam, how does it look on your page? Is there anything like we talked about yesterday?
Yeah, I don't know where I'm supposed to look, Dave, but I don't see anything that's jumping out at me.
And maybe Alex knows. Like when it has a low signal, Alex, there's supposed to be another symbol there in case we've been repressed or knocked down on that.
Yeah, I mean, I see daily ranking. I see chat and interview. I don't see anything that looks out of the ordinary, Dave. I don't know where I'm supposed to look, but I don't see anything that jumps out at me. Oh,
I'll do a little more research on it.
Okay, yeah, if you would, that'd be great.
I've looked, and all Sam and I have been able to find is that you either start in subscriber only or you don't do it at all. And that's a new change that they put in place, which is dumb. But
yeah. All right, well then let's go ahead and I guess end it. And well, let's do final thoughts, and then we'll end this live and start a subscriber only live. Sorry guys, but I just don't see any other way around it at this point. So James, let's do final thoughts.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming in. Great. It's a great Friday. Up here in Minnesota, we got the sun. And I don't know about sticking my feet in the dirt. It's a little chilly, but I appreciate you guys. The gift is always tremendous. Look forward to what's coming up in crypto. I know that it seems to be down a little bit, but hey, think positive. We're going to be good.
Exactly. Dave?
Yeah, I was going to look at Trump's schedule here a little bit. Today, Sunday, he is heading out of town, heading to West Palm Beach, and heading down to Mar-a-Lago. So I'm sure there'll be some exciting speeches coming from Central Florida. So exciting to see. We'll see what the weekend brings.
Excellent. Excellent. Alex?
To everybody that has sent thoughtful messages and the like, reaching out, thank you, appreciate it. Sorry, the schedule is just a little crazy. It's more than a one-man operation right now to take care of her in some scenarios. So I've been making that a priority, and I know you all understand. It's not lost on us that you choose to spend the time with us. We appreciate you. Thank you, and we'll see you on Monday, hopefully. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise.
Exactly.
Says Interstateism, and I am I'm prepared for that subscriber only live with James.
Before I sign off here, I want to give some honorable mentions out, please. Charlie, Mary Lees Brown, Benji 1959, LSE.3, Martini Time, John Gwynn, June 2024, Clay Max 6030, Ruggs 1204, Army Vet Amy, Pure Blood Holly Johns, Wendy, Kathleen Garcia, Teresa Freya Contractor, Joy, Wendy J, Sassy Minnesota Girl, Patricia, Teresa Ann, Sheila, Glenn, and the list goes on. Thank you all for the gifts. It is truly appreciated. All right, everybody. So we are going to move to subscriber only now. So we're going to end this live and we're going to start back up in a fresh live with subscribers only. So please come back in, join us. We'll be there shortly. And keep in mind, no matter what's happening each day, the best is yet to come. All right, everybody. We'll see you in a minute on the subscriber only live.